Hello everyone, Scotty White, World Combat Sports. I'm at the presser of Alvarez Kovalev 2 in Dallas, Texas. Y'all be sure to tune in and share the video. This is what it's all about. Be sure to share the video. Scotty White, World Combat Sports, inside the Ford Center in Texas for the Alvarez Kovalev fight. All media.
All right. Hello everyone. I'm Christina Poncher. Thank you for joining us today for our spectacular press conferences. I say that because we have 4 title fights coming to you on the card right here from the Star in Frisco at the Ford Center. So we are going to split today's press conference into 2 parts, if you will. So the first part of the press conference will be the 2 fights that are opening the co-main and main event on the ESPN portion of the telecast. So we're going to speak to the fighters up here. First, they will take pictures, face off, and then we will bring up the ESPN Plus portion of the broadcast after that. So you're going to get to hear from all fighters. As I mentioned, 4 title fights on the card on Saturday night, 3 of them world title fights. The first, airing on ESPN at 9 p.m. local time, features a 12-round fight for the vacant IBF world title between Isa Chaniev and Richard Commey. They are both here. And also a 12-round WBO world title fight in the main event on ESPN features the champ Oscar Valdez returning to the ring against Carmine Tomasone. That is going to be the televised main event on ESPN. Tickets are still available for the fight on Saturday night. You can go to SeatGeek.com. They start at $25. It's going to be a stacked card. We have 9 total fights for you on the card. It starts on ESPN Plus at 6 p.m. local time. Then we switch over to the 2 fights on ESPN local time, 9 o'clock. And then we wrap up with the co-main and main event, Teofimo Lopez versus Diego Magdaleno, opening up on ESPN Plus. And then the main event on ESPN Plus is the light heavyweight championship of the world. Elator Alvarez defending the title against Sergey Kovalev in the main event on ESPN Plus. Just a little bit of information for you. We'll recap it all as we get started. But before we talk to the fighters and their representatives, I'm going to open it up now to Top Rank President Todd DeBuff for some comments about just the quality of the card we're bringing here to Frisco, Texas on Saturday night.
Yeah, thank you everybody for showing up.
Let's get it
first of all, I'd like to thank the local, the Dallas Cowboys, Chad Estes, legends, and really being aggressive to say, let's start something, let's build this market, let's look at big events, let's look at a special weekend, which obviously they love this weekend with the Super Bowl on Sunday. So thank you for everything. And finally, thank you to ESPN, who really has been a wonderful partner and has really looked at this from a different dynamic. And, putting this show together, originally we had Oscar's fight on January 12th, and we just thought of, being creative and putting everything together and give him a big window before the Super Bowl and the IBF lightweight title. Put that on ESPN and move the light heavyweight fight into the ESPN Plus, and then throw in a little takeover, whatever that nonsense is. So we just felt we really love this. It's creative, it's new, it's fresh. It's not the same old. And everybody that comes along and is working with us together, and the fighters and their managers and their teams and their promoters, it couldn't happen without us all being flexible and open to trying different things. So I want to thank everybody. This is going to be a terrific card. When we put all this together, somebody said to me, this is really a pay-per-view card. It is a pay-per-view card from top to bottom. You have, a global appeal, world titles, significant world titles, and in great weight classes. So Christina, I'm going to throw it back to you. Everybody tune in and buy tickets.
Appreciate it.
It's going to be a terrific night.
I won't be
Thank
talking
you,
much
Todd.
during
As
this live,
Todd
so you
mentioned,
can hear the
it's
presser.
not just the four fighters that you see up here. There's another 4 fighters fighting in title fights. And then on the undercard, we have some up-and-coming young talent. We have Janibek Alamkuli from Kazakhstan, another great fighter out of the Igis Klima stable. He's on the undercard. We have an undefeated featherweight prospect who's 13-0 with 6 KOs, Jason Sanchez, who's now part of the top-ranked family. So doors open at 5:30. Get here early. Get your money's worth. Check out all 9 fights and make sure you tune over, or excuse me, if you have ESPN Plus, the streaming service, you can watch all the undercards there before switching over to ESPN, then back, as I mentioned, to ESPN Plus. So we'll walk you through it all week long leading up to the fights. Let's start off now with our first title fight that's going to open the night. It is the vacant IBF lightweight world title fight. A lot of eyes will be on this fight, not just because of the talent of the 2 fighters involved, but there's been rumors, I don't know if it's been confirmed yet for sure, but the winner could be facing Vasily Lomachenko in a unification fight. So, but first things first, they're focused on each other. Let's start now to talk to Isa Chaniev. Isa, 13-1, 6 knockouts. This is the first time you're fighting in the United States. Do you have a translator? Thank you so much. How does it feel being here in the United States and getting to show your skills to the U.S. audience?
Иса, это первый раз, что ты дерешься в Соединенных Штатах. Каково это, какие ощущения у тебя, что ты чувствуешь, как ты хочешь выступить перед американской публикой?
Добрый день всем. Я первый раз дерусь в Штатах, и мне это очень нравится. Я давно хотел здесь драться, в Штатах, показать свой бокс именно здесь. И я очень рад, я готов. Завтра, послезавтра я покажу свой. И вы все 2 февраля увидите.
Saying I'm very happy, I'm very pleased that I have a chance to showcase myself, showcase my skills here in front of such a big arena on the ESPN. I'm ready for whatever, and I'm here to win. Thank you so much.
You've won 3 fights in a row since your only loss in May 2017. You get the call, you get the opportunity to fight for a world title against Richard Commey here. What does it mean to you to get this opportunity at this point in your career, especially knowing what is on the line if you win this fight?
У тебя было 3 победных боя после твоего единственного поражения в карьере. Ты сейчас настроен, что для тебя значит этот бой с Commey и что он тебе даст?
Ну, я в этом бою, даже в этом бою я не проиграл. Но я скажу, что этот бой для меня самый главный. И я как никогда настроен на этот бой. И я как никогда готов к этому бою. Мы очень серьезно готовились, моя команда в меня верит, я верю в себя, и все остальное не важно, мне остальные другие мнения меня не волнуют.
I never lost a fight. The loss that I have on my record, I've never lost that fight. So I'm ready for this fight. I prepare as hard as never before. This is the most important fight in my life right now. And my team trusts in me. I trust in myself, and other things doesn't matter to me.
Isa, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
If we can get everybody in the back just to turn... Shh, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. These guys hit hard, but some of them are kind of soft-spoken, so I want everyone in the cameras to be able to pick up what you're saying here. Now to your opponent, Richard Commey, good to see you again. You're joined up here by your trainer, Andre Rozier. You're a Dibella Entertainment fighter. Who says Top Rank can't work with other promoters? We got Dibella, we got all kinds of co-promoters up here on this card. And Richard, you get this opportunity to fight for a vacant world title because you earned the spot. You're ranked number
Hey,
one.
K-Dog, can you hear
Let's
me?
first ask Andre how your
is my
training
audio
camp
good to
went
go?
for this fight, being that he's getting an opportunity once again to fight for a
Make sure
world
y'all can
title.
hear it.
We've had a wonderful training camp. We are fortunate and blessed enough to have elite fighters that were his sparring partners, from Chris Algieri, Curtis Stevens, Alex Vargas, Saddam Ali. This was a fantastic group, and they encompassed Richard in a lot of hard work, but they always gave him the confidence to believe that he was going to be the IBF lightweight champion of the world. And he worked his butt off for it, and I think on Saturday night, everyone will see why this young man is special.
Richard, did you think after the loss to Robert Easter, did you know you were going to kind of have to put your nose to the ground and work hard? Because I feel like you always sensed you would get your opportunity once again to fight for a world title. This is a dream come true for you to have a second opportunity.
Yeah, most definitely after Robert Easter fight, I still feel like I won that fight. So I keep working. I've got good management, and then I met Andre. So I feel like it's a whole thing for me. I got to do this, and I keep working, and then here I am today.
Where you're from in Ghana, Accra, they have produced more world champions per capita than any other place in the entire world. What would it mean to you? I mean, you're talking about Azuma Nelson, you're talking about Claudia, you're talking about Ike Corley. What would it mean to have your name mentioned alongside the greats from Accra to be a world
This is the
champion?
whole world for me. I mean, this is what I've been looking for. This is the opportunity that I've been looking for.
Hey, Skip, can you hear the audio pretty good?
And thank God, I've got the opportunity to fight
Just give me a thumbs up.
come Saturday, so definitely a win must be for me. I have to win this fight. I have to win it no matter what. I have to win this fight. It means the whole lot for me, And I don't really know. I mean, it's all about winning. That's it.
Have you studied any tape on it? I know he got to watch you fight Denis Shanikov. He was there in person. Have you seen him fight?
Not really. I haven't seen him fight.
That's your job, right, Coach? You watch the tape, right? All right, well, we'll see them get to throw in some leather on Saturday night in our opening bout on ESPN.
Skip, can
Thank
you
you
hear
very
this
much.
good?
Thank you. We look forward
Is
to
my
Saturday
audio
night.
good? Skip.
We'll tune it now to our main event, which is a 12-round WBO World Title fight in the featherweight division. We're going to start now with the challenger in Carmine Tomasone. Carmine, welcome here to Frisco area. Carmine is 19-0 with 5 knockouts. We will use a translator for him as well, since my Italian's not too good. Thank you very much for your help. Carmine, like Issa, this is your first fight here in the United States. What do you think about the opportunity when you got that phone call that you were going to get to challenge Oscar Valdez for an opportunity to win a world title? What was that moment like for you?
Carmine, questa è la
All right,
la
cool.
tua prima volta negli Stati Uniti. Come ti sei sentito quando ti hanno chiamato per dirti che combattevi per il titolo mondiale?
Beh sì, da professionista è la prima volta che combatto negli Stati Uniti, da amatore già ci sono stato. Per me è stato come un regalo di Natale, perché questa notizia è arrivata nel periodo di Natale, quindi sono soddisfatto di questa cosa e mi sono preparato al 100%.
I fought in America as an amateur, but first time as professional. When I got the call, it was like early Christmas presents, because it was early December, and I'm prepared well for this opportunity.
3 Italian fighters have won world titles here in the United States. What would it mean to you to become the 4th Italian fighter to win a world title?
3 italiani hanno già vinto il titolo mondiale negli Stati Uniti. Cosa sarebbe per te diventare il 4º pugile italiano con quest'anno?
Beh, diventare il 4º pugile italiano a vincere un titolo mondiale negli Stati Uniti penso che è un sogno di ogni pugile, è un sogno che si realizza.
Became the 4th Italian boxer to win a title in the United States would be every boxer
All right,
dream.
appreciate it, Skip.
So it would be a huge opportunity.
Let me ask you, does it bother you at all that people are calling this a tune-up fight for Oscar Valdez? Do you understand the lingo?
Ti dà fastidio che la gente pensi che questo è solamente un match di rodaggio per Valdez?
No, questa cosa non mi dà fastidio perché sono consapevole dei miei mezzi, di come mi sono preparato e di tutto, anzi questo è un motivo in più per fare bella figura sabato sera.
No, it doesn't bother me. I'm confident in my skills, and this will be an opportunity to show my skill.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Pure nella qualificazione olimpica, quando sono andato a fare la qualificazione olimpica sono partito da sfavorito e poi sono stato l'unico a qualificarmi e a vincere pure il primo match alle Olimpiadi, quindi
I was an underdog when I was going to qualify for the Olympic, and at the end I was the only one who qualified.
Now you're here fighting for a world championship. So thank you again. Appreciate you. Looking forward to Saturday night. Thank you. Over to the champ, Oscar. Good to see you back. I think you missed us as much as we missed you, right? It's true. I mean, it's going through an injury like what you went through, and we won't get into all of that now, but just what was your mindset like, having to sit out those couple months and heal after your jaw was broken in the Scott Quigg fight in March of 2018?
Without a doubt, it was one of the most difficult times of my life. You know, having my mouth shut for 2 months was the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with. So that's in the past right now. I'm very focused on this fight. I'm 100% healed from that injury, and that's not going to bother me no more. So I'm just excited to get back in the ring. It's been almost a year since my last fight, so I've been training very hard now with my new trainer, Eddie Reynoso. It's been a great training camp, and I just can't wait to get in there and start again where I left off.
Eddie, when you got the call from the Espinosas and Team Valdez to see if you'd like to start working with him, what were your thoughts on the opportunity of him joining your team?
Cuando tuviste la llamada de Team Espinosa y Valdez para entrenarlo, ¿cuáles fueron tus pensamientos cuando te dieron la oportunidad?
No, pues yo creo que trabajar con un campeón mundial y más que nada con un deportista como Oscar, entregado totalmente al gimnasio y con gran disciplina, pues siempre es un orgullo estar trabajando con este tipo de boxeadores.
Working with a world champion and an athlete that works hard as Oscar does, he's always proud moment to become part of that team.
What are some of the things that you guys have been working on in training camp? Obviously, this is just your first fight together, and things don't get changed in one fight or overnight, but what are some of the things that were important to you to start working on when Oscar came to join your team?
¿Cuáles son las cosas que hicieron diferente para este entrenamiento? Sabemos que es la primera pelea juntos y que no todo va a cambiar rápido, pero ¿cuáles fueron las cosas que más importantes trabajaron para esta pelea?
Sí, como tú lo has dicho, no es fácil siempre iniciar con un boxeador que ya tiene bastante carrera. Creo que nos enfocamos mucho en los errores que se estaban cometiendo en las últimas peleas y aprender algunos aspectos ofensivos y defensivos que se le pueden prestar a él para no confundirlo y más que nada aportar algo importante en sus capacidades técnicas, ya sea ofensivas o defensivas.
Like you said, it's not easy to start working with a fighter who has a pro career already, but some of the stuff that we focused on was the mistakes he was making during the fights, and also adding some offensive and also some defensive skills that he's gonna get used to.
Oscar, this now being your 5th title defense, coming off almost a year layoff is tough for any fighter, but I know people are calling this a tune-up fight. You have an undefeated fighter that's hungry, just like you were at one point to win a world title. So what performance does Oscar Valdez need to have on Saturday night to make sure you walk out with that belt?
Well, we had a great training camp, me and Adrian Reynoso, and especially, I never take no fighter lightly. You know,
I'm going back here and get some.
There was a point where no one knew who Manny Pacquiao was when he came to the United States and had his first fight, and he became a star. So we don't know what
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Tomasori could be. So I'll always be 100% ready.
We want to get you exclusive Kovalev footage. Entering the building. The Crusher is on his way in the building, so of course I want to be right there to greet him. Welcome, champ. Welcome. You know who that is, Buddy McGirt right there, champion trainer. And of course I'm gonna stay around. I believe this is, let me see. Yeah, this is Alvarez. Of course I'm gonna, give you the exclusive, you know what I'm saying? There go the champ right there. How you doing, champ? Greetings, greetings, greetings. That's how you do it, yo. Champ Eddie up. Alvarez on deck. I'm not gonna follow him all the way back in there. Just to give y'all a view. Y'all share this video. This is what I do. World Combat Sports in the building at the presser. You know what I'm saying? There it is right there. We'll get back to the press conference, but you know, the heavy hitters was inbound, the champ, the headliner. So it was important to get that. You know what I'm saying? And of course, he's chilling over here. I'm gonna come over here and try to get some pictures. Of course, I'm gonna walk over here, get y'all the exclusive, man. They're gonna have to kick me out. I'm gonna get the exclusive.
Yeah, but most of them are 90 now. They are. Boston used to be 80. No. Maintenant,
Hey, shout out to Andrew Stokes Promotion over there in South Carolina, man. Thanks for tuning in. Scotty White, World Combat Sports, inside the presser. Just giving you exclusive of the champ himself and his team. You see nobody else over here but me. So I may have to shut down this live a little bit so I can get a picture with the champ. So you all stay tuned. I'm gonna try to get a picture with the champ. They appreciate it. Y'all stay by, man. Y'all stand by. I'm gonna try to get a picture with the champ and his belt before the fight.